Alrighty, so this is my last video in series of showing you quickly what all information is available in the new free add-in from Microsoft uh, for Excel users. If you're an Excel user, time to get excited. So free add-in for 2010-2013, available from Microsoft's website, and we are in the Power Query editor over here, and you launch this Power Query editor by clicking on Launch Editor under Power Query tab of the ribbon. We saw all the buttons in the tab, right? And we saw what could happen when you right click on things, and we saw what all options and settings and all that stuff is in our previous video. Now we are going to get out of editor and see what is available in the Excel tab, right? So let's do that. Here we go. Similar to these buttons, which were available in the editor, in just get the data from web, Wikipedia, CNN, wherever, from a file, from a folder which contains any of these files, from all these databases, from Azure obviously, from SharePoint and other online services, Salesforce, Facebook, from other services, or write a blank query. So once you click on any of these things, it will launch the editor. And since there's no data right now, it doesn't show you anything, right? No query, so everything is pretty much grayed out. It's a blank query, so I can go over here and write the code, but I like to uh, use these buttons because I don't like writing code that much right now. I may be getting into it, but right now I have all these options here that I don't need to write this code. So close the editor and see what else we can do. So yeah, you can merge few queries, which we'll do a tutorial on how to do left outer join, inner join, and the other joins, kind of VLOOKUPs that we do in Excel, or like the index match thing, you know. With merge query, we can do that. You can append, like if you have multiple queries over here, you can append them from here or from there, and you can change your data source setting. For example, the data right now that I'm pulling uh, from a folder, if I want to change any of that setting. So there you go, privacy level, I can set public, organizational, private. When I work with Office data, I select organizational, right? Makes sense. I can change the source from right from here. If I want this to point to a different folder. So right now I pull data from a folder which contains 10 Excel files and appended it into a one single table. You can clear permissions. Oh, global permissions, never used it, so don't know what that is. And options, we look through all those options from Power Query editor. But yeah, I like all these options. And once I have a lot of data, the Power Query editor takes a lot of time in downloading stuff in the preview. So I uncheck it, I say, hey, keep the old data in there. I'm just getting more data, but not different kind of data. I don't want you to keep refreshing your preview every time. I have less data right now, so I'll keep it there. Okay, so every month Microsoft releases an update to Power Query, and it comes with new features, awesome features. So many have been added. They listen to people feedback and all that stuff. So this update button is going to get highlighted. And once you click on this button, it takes you to Microsoft website. It asks you to download the Power Query add-in. Again, it's small file, like 13 to 15 MB file, and you don't need to restart your computer. The updates get applied right away. So if you have Office 365, you use all these. You can sign in, you can send a smile to Microsoft, and show them how cool this tool is and what you have done. They really appreciate, everyone. It helps to appreciate the good work people are doing, right? So it'll take a screenshot, include your formula, screenshot of this screen if you're sending feedback from here, screenshot of your query editor if you're sending a feedback from your query editor. If you don't like anything, hopefully there's not much, send it from to them. Help about, tells you which version of Power Query you have, all that cool stuff. Okay, so once your data is loaded in a worksheet or in a data model in Power Pivot, you know, uh, you see all these things change to green color table, and then you get this tab which won't be available otherwise, right? So here we go, we get all this tab. It takes you to query, edit query launches editor, properties. We saw what we can do. You can throw a caption in there, you can rename your query and check for fast data load if you're pulling data from file. You can delete it, you can refresh it from here. Hey, you can load it to data model or a table. So this is Excel 2010. There's a different way to load into a data model in Excel 2013. You can check right here to load it to a data model, right? So existing worksheet, new worksheet table, only create a connection. So once you have so many queries and you have appended data into one final table, I would create all the others as connection. And man, there's this cool feature that I want to quickly share with you. So I had 20 queries, right? And after I created the append query, I don't want to see the data anymore. You know, it's already in a table which is appended. And if I want to load a particular query into it, Excel file, I'll go right click here and say load to and load it to a worksheet. Till then I'll create a connection. But otherwise, if I have 20 tabs over here, I right click and I say delete all these tabs, it deletes it, and then it gives you a pop-up. Do you want to delete the query or just want to disable the load into a worksheet? I said disable load into worksheet, automatically converts all these power queries into a connection and removes the data from the sheets, and your tabs are gone. So isn't that awesome? In place of going one by one, you can do that for 20 queries, 100 queries, how many ever you have in your pane over here. All right, so we were in the query thing. So again, duplicate, reference, all these options that you use in Power Query are repeated in different tabs. So it is kind of easy. I like it because, you know, otherwise I just have to keep I have to remember, hey, this option is located in which tab, but the ones that are commonly used are available in so many places like merge and append here. So merge and append here, right? All right, so if you have Office 365 free or a paid Premium Plus account, you can use it. Went to a table, merge, left outer join, inner join, VLOOKUP kind of thing, index match kind of thing, you can use that. Let's see what our table design. So you can change obviously like an Excel table. You can have a header row. These are your Excel things. So first column, last column, branded rows, branded columns. So right, properties. We've seen properties so many times, but here again, include row numbers. Huh, all these I never used it before. If a number of the rows in the data range include a row, that's also new. Oh yeah, the other cool feature is, for example, you know, someone deletes your data, right? So I don't want to delete my query, I'll say no. But hey, all the data is gone. So, oh no, just hit refresh, you get all your data back after it loads again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 13, 14, 15, there you go. Now, I stopped counting earlier, but yeah. So we looked at properties. You can unlink this. You know, why would you want to do that? You can refresh it from here. You can export table to a SharePoint list. You can summarize with a pivot. Isn't that cool? But I recommend loading it in a Power Pivot, which is again free add-in for 2010 and I think for 2013 at least. And yeah, 2016 built-in, I guess. Remove duplicates, resize table, do whatever you want. You can change the name of your table. So it automatically assigns the name of your table to what the name of your query is. Alrighty, so we have seen almost everything that we could see in the Power Query ribbon and the table ribbon which popped up after we selected the table. And also we've seen everything in these ribbons and this guy thing right? So hey, thanks for watching. It's awesome, like I've been using Power Query for 1.5 year, and my life at work couldn't be better. Everyone just thinks I'm doing an amazing job, like I've automated all the data pull. So thank you for watching. We'll see more detailed stuff in my next videos. Bye bye.